Note to self. Save paper. And tape. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the demo for All For You. I'm sorry if I seem annoyed. It's just that this is my third time recording this episode. And it's all because OBS is being a bit of a pain in the butt right now. Well, regardless, let's just get back into it. I wasn't looking forward to walking to school alone. It wasn't that I'd never done it before, but it always just left me stuck alone with my wandering thoughts. I began to think about my dating sims. They were part of my life, and I knew that eventually they were going to be my downfall socially. Until then, I was able to mull on them in blissful silence. The game I was working through, Cherry Blossom, had some interesting characters despite the short story. I was really liking the romantic options, but the supreme sweet main romance, was not me first, but she was still pretty special to me. On one hand, she was my favorite, which is why I picked her first, but how did I know she was my favorite if it didn't try the other girls too? I only really picked her because I thought she had to do this right.
Hey, it's you!
Hey. I recognized the voice yelling out at me right away. Hey. The two girls I had seen in the morning before and in class rushed up to me, the athletic girl pushing the girl in the wheelchair forward to line up with my side.
Good morning, Riley.
Good morning!
What were you thinking about over here? You looked pretty deep in it.
Oh, nothing important. There was no way I was going to tell her that I was thinking about a visual novel. If she had even heard of them, she'd probably think it was boring. Well, a lot of visual novels are okay, but not all visual novels are like that. Examples? Cherry Blossom and this.
Looked kinda important by the look on your face.
Is it embarrassing? That's fine. We won't push things, right, Latifah?
It's not embarrassing. I was just thinking about a video game character.
Oh, so it's just dumb then.
Ouch.
Oh, what game?
Oh, Sydney seems interested. Okay, the first two times, it made me laugh. The hide your waifus option, but the second time, the joke kinda got old. Sorry, Michaela, but when you have to record the same thing over and over again, it gets kinda old. Regardless, I'm gonna tell the truth because if these potential waifus aren't gonna be accepting of the fact that I play visual novels, they're not worthy of being waifus at all. Why not? If I was going to be socially decimated, why be with people I didn't really know too well? It's Cherry Blossom, a visual novel.
Really? I wanted to play that one, but it isn't in English yet. Do you know Japanese?
I just saw a fan patch for it.
There's a patch out already?
Well, it's not perfect yet. Some of the interface is still in Japanese, but it's easy to work out.
I'll have to look into that when I get home.
I like her.
You had to tell her that. She was supposed to play Battle Mech Warfare tonight, and now she'll just be doing that mess. I need support, damn it! No one ever picks a healer.
Sorry, I'll play with you first, okay?
You better.
The two kept talking as we got closer to the school. It was one of those conversations that I had to force myself into if I wanted to participate, so I just mentally checked out and thought about if I wanted to eat the lunch I packed or just buy something I wanted. Hey. What I was able to catch, however, was that they were the secret gamers outside of school activities. They went back and forth about strategies, trying to find the best one without putting it into practice. That was kind of cute. At least I wasn't the only one who valued games. When we arrived at the school gate, the two girls waved and went on towards the science wing. I marched myself inside, wanting to get to class early and maybe go through a chapter of Cherry Blossoms. I sat down and took out my handheld console, opening it and loading up my last save. Little did I notice that I was being watched.
Ooh, what's that?
Go! You scare me? I fear you. Same star, Benny. I jumped up, startled from the voice behind my ear. I quickly looked back to see the photography girl with her hands held in front of her defensively.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Benny, what are you doing?
Following up behind and Benny was another girl, arms crossed with accusatory curiosity. I recognized her from the morning before, seeing Betty and another student off to clear toward the entrance of the school. As if on cue with my thoughts, the student who was with Benny in the photo shoot stepped from her seat and stepped up beside her photographer, despite being silent at the moment.
Nothing. I was just looking at Riley's game. It looked cool.
You could have tapped Riley's shoulder first instead of causing a surprise yelp to come out of the new student.
Oh, relax, Lady Killjoy. Benny was just curious.
And I would appreciate if you would drop that nickname for me, Jessica. It's our senior year.
Yeah, Jessica. Drop Lady Killjoy's nickname.
I will the moment you stop being so straight-laced about everything.
Says the girl with an obsessive regiment to her life schedule.
Ooh, did that burn-to-burn action just happen? It's getting hot in here!
Yeah, light the school on fire! What the heck was I watching? I hope you didn't turn it into a cat fight.
Just because I like to keep a schedule to my life doesn't mean I can't have fun.
And just because I follow rules and regulations doesn't mean I can't enjoy things either. Pot meet kettle.
I swear, if I was able to describe the air between Kayla and Jessica, I'd say they were vast amounts of lightning with the hissing of cats. Benny, however, turned her attention away from the battle and looked at my game.
So, what are you playing?
Huh? Crap. Was today my social death day after all? I'm playing a dating sim. It's called Cherry Blossoms.
Never heard of it, but the art looks really retro.
Really? Let me see.
These girls obviously don't know how to give a guy a personal space, but alright. To my surprise, Jessica joined in looking over my shoulder. Kayla, becoming the silent one, looked at my game as well, giving me an audience of 3 girls for my personal kryptonite game.
Huh. Are those school uniforms?
Yes, it would seem so. Japanese, I assume.
How do you know?
Some of the game buttons are in Japanese. See?
When the heck did my game become an art piece to critique? Ever since game critiques existed.
That's so weird. But this looks really cool. What's it about?
Whatever it's about, it seems intriguing.
I'll tell you what it's about. It's about getting all the waifus.
Well, knowing Japanese game developers, it could be about anything.
Yeah, a lot of the most interesting video games do seem to come from Japan.
All right, settle down. Let's get to our seats before the bell rings, okay?
The girls finally separated from me and got into their seats. I, however, had to sigh and closed my game, pocketing it. Guess I won't be progressing in Cherry Blossoms after all. As the bell finally rang, we became trapped once more in a boring lecture about topics I couldn't really care about. Lecture upon lecture, I began to wipe each of them from my memory as they came. I attended each class to fulfill my agreement with the school to graduate, so I focused on myself. My mother's call the previous night, however, made me ponder a bit on her words. Make a friend. Before I knew it, I was seated in the cafeteria at lunchtime. I ate lunch and stared at the clock, knowing it's time.
Woo! Lunch!
Woo!
Come
lunch!
on! Better get there before all the good stuff gets taken.
What good stuff is there at a school cafeteria?
Hey, wait up!
Not that I doubted the integrity of food school serves, but I felt safer eating my own food regardless of what good stuff they had. At least I knew exactly what I was putting into my mouth. Still, sitting and eating lunch wasn't enough to fill my time. I mean, it filled your stomach, but not your time. Luckily, I didn't have to take a tour, but I wanted to do something. Maybe now was the best time to explore the places that yesterday denied me. There were a couple of places I had in mind to look into. The question was, where should I go? Okay, so there are 5 places where we could go. The track, the science wing, the courtyard, the photo room, or the music room. And don't pretend like I don't see those silhouettes right behind each word. Okay, so basically, track equals Latifah, science wing equals Sydney, courtyard equals Jessica, photo room equals Benny, and music room equals Kayla. Speaking of which, did you notice how Kayla sounds a lot like Michaela? Well, anyway, to be honest, so far I'm liking Sydney the most, so yeah, Sydney it is. I wanted to explore a bit. Being in a new school brought on a sense of curiosity that I just couldn't quite tell just from sitting in the cafeteria. I made my way through the halls, peeking into the rooms that had their doors open out of natural instinct. The classes everyone was taking seemed fun, as every student in the classes I saw seemed eager to participate in the lessons. And again, it was a public school. Private schools focused on harsh realities and focused study. Public schools got to be a little more relaxed in with their curriculums. Eventually, I found the science wing and managed to stick my head into a room I thought was empty. Oh! What's up, Cindy? To my surprise, the girl in the wheelchair was in the classroom, using one of the chemical stations. What was even more odd was that she wasn't using any safety equipment. As she turned to look at me, I could only stare back like a deer caught in headlights.
Hello, Riley.
Hello. Hi. I slowly moved to exit the room fully, but stopped as the girl slightly motioned for me to come inside.
You can come in if you want.
Okay. I felt a bit torn, but finally listened to my gut and stepped inside. Curiosity guided me to walk over and observe what the girl was doing. Ooh! I like that CG! It's adorable. That's an adorable CG of Sydney. As I walked up to the chemical station, I didn't smell any sort of chemicals emit from the girl or her test tubes. Was she not using any chemicals of the sort? What are you mixing together? She's gotta focus. The girl's focus on the experiment she was pulling off seemed almost steely and cold. She looked at different beakers and tubes, observing the colored liquids inside, and either combining them or setting them aside in different spots on the desk. I couldn't help but stare in awe. If she wasn't really combining chemicals, then what the heck was she up to? I didn't want to interrupt her again, but I felt myself become entranced watching her work. After watching in silence for a while, the girl spoke at last, almost making me jump in my spot.
I'm practicing for my final chemistry experiment.
Final chemistry experiment? The girl nodded and lifted each beaker, showing them to me as she continued her explanation.
I filled each beaker with water and different food dye to represent different chemical compounds I will be using for the presentation.
So that's why she wasn't wearing any safety gear and there was no smell. The girl nodded as she loaded the beakers she had in her hands and looked at her chemical station.
The last thing I want is to accidentally cause an explosion during the presentation, so I'm trying to choreograph the entire thing. Do you get what I mean?
I nodded, knowing exactly what she meant. A lot of chemicals look similar, so in beakers, you had to be very careful what you mixed and what you didn't. As the girl rolled back from the desk, she looked up at me with a smile.
You know, I usually get very nervous when people watch me work. I always get scared that something will go wrong and I'll have to start over.
Usually, huh? You seemed so calm just now, though. Really? You looked really focused on your presentation. I didn't think you were affected by me at all. I watched as a small blush graced the girl's cheeks and she rubbed her neck in embarrassment. It was true, though. As the bell suddenly rang, the girl rolled back and began to quickly clean her chemical station.
Thank you for being here. My name is Sydney, by the way. If you ever need a quiet place to hang out, this room is always free during this period.
Oh, thanks. With a soft smile, Sydney nodded to me and rolled out of the classroom into the hall. I followed suit, ready to head to my next class. The afternoon didn't seem to get any better from yesterday's example. There was non-stop prep work for some sort of final presentation that everyone had to do, except me, of course.
Before everyone leaves today, I just want to remind you all that we will begin finalizing our topics tomorrow. You will be assigned one partner to work with, so don't forget to bring in multiple options.
Would I have to be partnering up? I imagined the school would have a backup plan for me, but they never said I had to do any work, just show up. As the bell rang for school to be over, I began to think on what to do with my time. What should I do? What should I do? Maybe this time I could stay here. He decided to study. I wanted to stick around and study. Luckily, the cafeteria was open for students to use as a study hall of sorts. I never really minded studying, but it felt a little silly to be doing it. The classes were a lot easier than they had been in my old school, so I could easily just skate by until I graduated. But that wasn't really the point, was it? I went to school to learn, get ready for college, and figure out what I wanted to do with my life. It was a daunting task, to be sure. Also, if I let myself get out of the habit of studying, I'd surely suffer in college. I nodded firmly in my assessment. It was better to keep the mind active and working instead of being lazy. After all, I was still a student. Oh! Intelligence went up. Maybe with Sydney being a chemistry girl, this could really help. I finally made it home. As I passed the archway of my front door, I let out a relaxed sigh. Day 2, over. I tossed my bag onto the couch and began to make dinner for myself. Was this how the following 12 days would be? I'd go to school, ignore the lessons, and then come home to eat and sleep? That seemed really boring. Still, I had the option to pick a friend and some opportunities were presented to me. I began to think about Sydney and her science experiment. She was extremely smart and careful with how she did things, but she wasn't as introverted as she made herself be, right? I decided to let it go. People were picking partners next class, so maybe I'd be excused, or maybe I'd get the chance to be paired up with one of the girls I had met. I wasn't sure. I would find her tomorrow. I took my time with dinner and contemplated on what to do before bed. Once again, me? Cherry blossoms, study. Cherry blossoms, study. Maybe I should study a little bit. You chose to study. You feel a bit smarter after reading a couple of chapters of your textbook. And my intelligence has gone up once again. I am going to be the smartest Riley there can be. Day 3 of school. I had to force myself out of bed as the weight of Wednesday began to trickle through my soul. Hump day! Never fine. I could only hope he got through it without incident. I packed my lunch, threw my backpack over my shoulder, and made my way to school. To my surprise, Latifah and Sydney were not on the sidewalk, leaving me alone to my thoughts. After yesterday's stumbles with the dancing talk, I was actually a bit glad to be walking alone to school this time. I made my way to the front of the school, joining other students in entering the building, and couldn't help but hear the multiple murmurs and conversations about final presentations.
Did you decide your topics yet?
Nope. I'm just hoping it comes to me before class starts.
Hey, do you want to be my partner for the final project?
Sure. What's your topics?
Students were already picking partners. I guess it wasn't any of my business, but I couldn't deny my natural curiosity. Entering my first class, I could see everyone huddled in little groups, chatting away about the darnable topic.
You sure you're gonna be good with your final, Nini? Whoever you pick as your partner might slack off.
Well, my intelligence is up to 6, so I'm pretty sure someone who is intelligent won't slack off.
I'll be fine. Make sure you pair up with someone who cares about sports like you do, so you don't get a bad partner too.
Jessica, Benny! Do either of you have partners?
Five looks are going to be partnered up with each other.
Nope. I'm waiting until final period to find a partner.
Same. There's no point in pairing with someone who isn't in the same class as you during that time.
Gayla, would you be my partner?
I appreciate the offer, but I'd like to wait until final period to decide who to work with, so I cannot give you an answer now. Thank you, though.
Everyone seemed so nervous. Was the final presentation that big of a deal for everyone? How much of a grade was it?
All right, settle down. Let's get started with first period.
And so, the third boring day begins. And with that, class began. For a brief moment, the nervous air revolving around the final projects disappeared to focus on the classes at hand. The other students had to wait to seal their fates, whatever that fate was to be. I felt a bit like a black sheep. Black sheep, have you any soul? no ceremony, take tomorrow. Why am I singing that song on the shore where my role was in the chaos of finals? Was I required to help someone? Did I just have to sit and watch everyone? The scene gruesomely tedious. Still, if I had to be involved, I had a couple of options to decide from partner-wise. Why did I read it that way? Oh, whatever. Every class after was the exact same. We began with topics of partners, reason tension in the air, then silence would change the students' voices as classes began. I felt a twinge of desire to ask someone about them. My curiosity needs to know what exactly was happening. My curious need to know what exactly was happening was almost too high to control. But who to ask? Should I bother? I waited until lunch to ponder on it. There was no need to rush things, but I hated to be left in the dark. Maybe a teacher knew. Maybe another student could help me. Then again, with the amount of chaos occurring because of the simple mention of finals, I was slightly afraid to ask the student what was going on. Students were walking left and right, either getting partners or discussing topics to present. I don't think the cafeteria could get any louder than it was in there. How the heck is everyone so crazy about this?
You're talking about the final, right?
Oh, huh? Turning around, I was greeted by the sight of Kayla, Benny, Jessica, Sydney, and Latifah moving to my long table and smiling kindly at me.
Hey, mind if we join you? We all usually eat together on Wednesdays, and you're kinda sitting at the table we choose each week.
Oh. I wouldn't mind having all of the people like you sitting around me. Oh, sure. I was kind of surprised to see the girls all together. Did they all know each other somehow? I usually saw Latifah and Sydney as a pair alone. Same with Benny and Jessica unless Kayla showed up. Why were they all together? The girls sat down in the empty seats with Sydney pulling up a wheelchair in the space between Latifah and Benny.
So, you're interested in why everyone is so tense?
A little, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can guess, but our final presentations are a big portion of our final grade, not just for class, but in our senior evaluations.
Oh, crud.
Yep, we have to show that we know our shit.
Latifah?
Oh.
Our stuff. We gotta know our stuff and show the school and the board that we didn't spend our 4 years here slacking off.
Here. Happy Kayla, Latifah, cleaned up her language there, and the final presentations prove that?
Well, we're taught how to present information, and we've studied a lot of things during school. The school just wants us to show that we listened.
The entire school board will be present during our last day of class, where all of us will eventually show off our projects 2 by 2.
You've gotten the schedule, right? Next Thursday is our deadline when freshmen, sophomores, and juniors are starting summer vacation.
Wait, so the younger students get summer vacation early?
Yep, it sucks big time, but it's a fair trade for the presentation.
The more I listened, the more confused I became. Seniors had to stay an extra day before graduation for a final project for the board? Where was the logic in that? So you had to sacrifice a day of summer for this? Is it really worth the grade? The girls looked at each other, taking my question. Kayla, however, cleared her throat to take the lead and replying back to me.
It's not just for a grade, mind you. There's also a reward for the best presentation.
A reward? What could that be? What kind of reward?
Money. Scholarship money, to be precise.
Of course it's gonna be money. Wait, really?
If you plan to go to college, the board offers a large amount of scholarship money to the best presentation.
However, if you decide not to go to school, the scholarship becomes a check for you to use however you want.
Is that possible?
It's in the rules. A minor paragraph to cover students who do not apply to colleges. It's a loophole that the board often forgets to amend because they assume all of the students will go to a college of some form.
So you can either go to school with a scholarship or you can spend your summer vacation with half of $10,000.
Say what? I was flabbergasted. $10,000 for a final project? Even if we gold, that's $5,000 that can go anywhere. No wonder students were anxious. Even the students didn't really seem to be the pro-academic type. The girls collectively laughed at my expression and reaction.
So, now you know why this is important to us. We make the best presentation, we not only get to graduate, but we also might get a monetary reward.
Understand now?
Understand now. I nodded. That was crazy. The girls continued to eat between speaking, but they gave me a small lecture at the school. One I obviously needed to hear. The founders of the school, Marcus Taylor and Alexander Wright, wanted to ensure education for every child in the district. So they secured the practical portion of the school with financial backers that were legal to use in their time. With that fortune came a building budget, one that secured the staff and continued to make the school grow. Its cycling continued to expand even to this day, where the school had the ability to fund anything it needed, including the final project competition. That's why everything was well kept for a public school. It wasn't run by the state, but rather by a legacy left behind. I had to admit, I was in awe as I heard the story of the school. The fact that the creators were smart enough to arrange a cycling budget for the school was mind-blowing. I couldn't help the desire to participate flicker in my mind. I mean, come on, $5,000? That's a beautiful number. I could use it however I wanted. The question was, who would let me be their partner? As the bell rang, signaling the end of the period, I began to ponder on my way to class. I sat down in my final class, looking around at each of the students. Some seemed to be anxious to talk to someone, while others were confident, assumingly already paired with another. I wondered, was I even going to be allowed to participate? I wasn't exactly a true student of their school, so did the rules exclude me?
All right, class. Today's the day you decide partners. Make sure to have your list of topics ready.
This was my choice to know. I raised my hand. Excuse me?
Yes, Riley.
What about me? A hushed conglomerate of whispers rose along the rest of the class, curious as I was. I stared at the teacher, waiting for an answer. Despite being the head of the class, the teacher cleared her throat and looked at Kayla.
Miss Hahn, you were fully aware of the qualifications around the final project, correct?
Kayla stood in her seat, which was odd for a student to do in an American school, and smiled back at the teacher with a nod.
I am, ma'am. The rules state that any student in their 12th year of schooling will be required to participate.
Does that include transfer students?
There is no addendum or note about transfer students, ma'am. It simply says any student in their 12th year.
Thank you, Miss Hahn.
Well, now we know. Kayla sat down, and the teacher once again took control of the room.
Riley, I will discuss terms with the board this evening. However, please participate today under the assumption that you will be doing a project with someone.
It was a shot. I looked around the room and noticed a lot of people staring at me in either slight distress or amazing intrigue. I thought of Cindy and turned my gaze towards her. She had a very precise plan set for the final project. Maybe she needed an assistant? Who knew? She seemed like a very good option. I had to make a choice. Everyone slowly began to move, but time seemed to almost freeze for me. It was like some sort of deity or string of fate wanted to know. Who was I going to choose? Well, the choice is rather obvious if you ask me.
I'm soaring high in the sky.
Oh!
How I long to share with you these feelings I keep buried
It's the
deep
opening
inside. I wonder why your embrace makes me fly.
I wonder if playing the players wanted to get me
Like just
popular.
yesterday, you walked in and showed me
the whatever.
way, and when you finally smiled at me, I smiled back so happily. I can't believe this is happening. I had a small feeling you'd come and rescue me, whisper to me that you belong to me. I cannot believe that you'd end up reaching out your hand and choosing me. This love makes me soar up in the sky. If someone dared to ask me why, I'd come crashing down and share the story of us. You make
amazing.
Interesting choices you've made.
What's going on here?
But do you think that she is enough for you? After all, you're here to taste everything, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why not try again?
Try again? Oh. I'm assuming that's the end demo? Well, I think once I've got this all edited together, I'll make a third part which focuses on the other routes of the other girls other than Sydney. So, in that case, well, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, and see ya in the next one. Yep, see ya.